When you hear the word samurai, you probably imagine a stoic Japanese warrior, katana in hand, armor gleaming, loyal to the code of Bushido. But what if some of the most fascinating samurai weren't Japanese at all? What if they were African? This isn't myth. This is documented history hidden in plain sight. Today, we uncover the untold stories of black warriors who carved their names into samurai legend. Like, share, and subscribe as we reveal the truth behind these remarkable figures. Let's get started. The first figure in our story is Sakanoue no Tamuramaro, born in 758 AD, a warrior symbolized in Japanese history as the paragon of military virtues. In April 1911, anthropologist Alexander Francis Chamberlain published a striking claim in the Journal of Race Development. While discussing the African presence in early Asia, he wrote, "When in far-off Japan, the ancestors of the modern Japanese were making their way northward against the Ainu, the leader of their armies was Sakanoue Tamuramaro, a famous general and a Negro." This claim was later repeated by some of America's most distinguished scholars. W.E.B. Du Bois included Tamuramaro in his landmark 1915 book, The Negro. Carter G. Woodson and Charles Wesley reinforced this in their 1922 work, The Negro in Our History. In 1940, artist Lois Mailou Jones wrote about him in the Negro History Bulletin. Joel Augustus Rogers, who did more to popularize African history than perhaps any other 20th century scholar, also referenced Tamuramaro in his influential works. Regardless of the debate over his ancestry, Tamuramaro's achievements are undeniable. He was an outstanding military commander during the Heian period, serving Emperor Kanmu as a trusted warrior and guardian of the imperial palace. In 797, he received the title of Sei Taishogun, barbarian subduing generalissimo, becoming the first to hold what would become Japan's most powerful military title. His mission: subdue the Emishi people of northeastern Japan who resisted central government control. Between 801 and 802, he led successful campaigns, establishing fortresses at Isawa and Shiwa, effectively bringing the region under imperial authority. His legend grew so powerful that the famous Nebuta festival of Aomori Prefecture, drawing over 3 million visitors annually, is said to commemorate his military campaigns. According to legend, Tamuramaro ordered massive illuminated lanterns placed on hilltops to lure the curious Emishi, who were then captured. After Emperor Kanmu's death, Tamuramaro continued serving Emperors Heizai and Saga as a senior counselor. In 810, he helped suppress an attempt to restore Emperor Heizai to the throne. He died in 811 at age 54. Emperor Saga, grief-stricken, distributed silk, cotton, and rice in his honor. His bow, arrows, and sword were placed in his coffin by imperial order. Tamuramaro wasn't just the first shogun, he was the first warrior statesman of Japan, a model for all samurai who followed. Now we travel forward to the 1500s to meet another legendary figure, Yasuke. In 1579, during Japan's brutal century of civil war, a black man arrived on Japanese shores accompanying Alessandro Valignano, an Italian Jesuit missionary. Some historians believe Yasuke came from Mozambique. Others suggest the Congo or Nigeria, regions where the slave trade was most active. Thomas Lockley, co-author of African Samurai, suggests Yasuke may have been a free man serving as Valignano's bodyguard. Missionaries couldn't carry weapons, so they needed protection during Japan's violent Sengoku period. Yasuke's arrival caused a sensation. Standing over 6 feet tall, towering over Japanese and Europeans alike, with skin described as black as an ox, he drew crowds wherever he went. His presence reached the ears of Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful warlord in Japan. When Yasuke appeared before Nobunaga, the warlord was astonished. Convinced the dark skin must be ink, he ordered Yasuke to strip and wash, but the more he scrubbed, the darker the skin remained. Nobunaga was fascinated. Yasuke spoke basic Japanese and shared tales of his distant homeland. Nobunaga requested the missionaries release him, and Yasuke entered the warlord's service. Within a year, Yasuke had become part of Nobunaga's inner circle. He wasn't merely a curiosity, he was a trusted warrior. Nobunaga granted Yasuke the right to wear samurai armor and carry weapons, extraordinary privileges, since traditionally only those born into samurai families could achieve such status. Yasuke became Nobunaga's weapon-bearer, a role combining bodyguard, aide, and keeper of secrets. By 1582, Nobunaga had become Japan's most powerful figure, destroying the rival Takeda clan and controlling central Japan. Yasuke accompanied his lord everywhere, including a fateful stop at Honnō-ji Temple in Kyoto. On June 21, 1582, tragedy struck. General Akechi Mitsuhide, one of Nobunaga's trusted commanders, launched a surprise attack with 13,000 soldiers. Nobunaga had only about 30 retainers present, including Yasuke. Hopelessly outnumbered, Nobunaga retreated into the temple and performed seppuku. Yasuke escaped with his lord's remains, denying Mitsuhide the chance to claim Nobunaga's head as a trophy of victory. Yasuke fought on, protecting Nobunaga's heir, Nobutada, until he too was overwhelmed. Captured, Yasuke was brought before Mitsuhide, who dismissed him, reportedly calling him a beast, not a true samurai. Whether this was discrimination or a calculated decision to spare his life remains debated. Regardless, Yasuke was released to the Jesuits and faded from historical record. From Sakanoue no Tamuramaro in the 8th century to Yasuke in the 16th. These stories reveal that black presence in global history runs deeper than we've been taught. Whether the claims about Tamuramaro's ancestry prove accurate or not, what's undeniable is this. Yasuke, an African man, became a samurai, fought alongside Japan's greatest warlord, and earned his place in history. These legends remind us that excellence has never been confined by borders, eras, or expectations. If this video opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe to help keep these untold histories alive. Until next time, thank you for watching.